bathtub. Oh, I just hope to God I get clean. Blood on the rug when I wake up. Was that a nightmare or a wet dream? Cause I've seen some things that I'd rather not get into detail about. For now, I just hope I can leave them out. Cause I feel like I've been drowned, shot, stabbed, killed. Still smiling like everything's chill. I've been blown up, thrown up, overdosed off pills. Still smiling like everything's chill. Got a bite of cyanide on the side of every meal. Still smiling like everything's chill. I could hang myself off a building with a bill. Still everything's chill. Cause I know if life is a bitch, death must be a piece of ass. Death must be a piece of ass. Death must be a piece of ass. But at least it lasts. But at least it lasts. But at least it lasts. So just clap your hands if you really wanna die. I just want something permanent. I think me and life have a love and a hateful relationship. I feel grateful to be alive, but don't like how I have to live. I'm too lazy for suicide and too selfish to not exist. I feel basically I admire the fire I hold within. There are places inside my mind that would terrify Stephen King. I feel crazy and then I'm fine. Who knows what the nighttime will bring? It's amazing to me. I lie to myself, but I stop to think. It's hard moving on, but I'm smarter from the past. If I gotta die young, I'll be a martyr for the facts. If I'm reincarnated and I gotta come back, tell God 5 more minutes, I just wanna nap. Cause I've seen some things that I'd rather not get into detail about. For now, I just hope I can leave them out. Cause I feel like I've been drowned, shot, stabbed, killed. Still smiling like everything's chill. I've been blown up, thrown up, overdosed off.
What's going on? What's going on, traders? Welcome back to another live stream here. If you're new, my name is Zach, and this is Real Deal Futures. Let's get the disclaimer out of the way. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing here or anywhere else in my content that you see me do or say or post is financial advice. Trading's risky. Most traders lose money. Not a suggestion or recommendation to do anything. You're responsible for your own trading decisions. Read CFTC Rule 4.41 and this full disclaimer in the description of this video on my site and on the screen that's been hanging out here. So let's get into my morning, man. My morning trading Dow. Push this combine to a pass, as you guys can see here. I'll talk a little bit about that. I just posted on X and IG talking about, you know, getting aggressive on XFAs coming up. Now that I've got a few different things going on, but I'll talk about that. So choppy morning, right? Let's jump right into just looking at this. If we zoom out, which we should. If we zoom out, this is what we're looking like on Dow. I've been trading Dow over ES and NASDAQ. More experience trading Dow than anything else. I like the way that it moves, even though it's all over the place. I seem to have a good feel for it, good entry style. For whatever reason, I'm preferring Dow right now. Probably won't be forever, but it's for right now. Choppy overall, right? We came up, put this high in, came back down. We've really been range bound back and forth, chopping around. Cracked down right to these lows. And then today's price action, we really got down below it at this level that I had marked. Are these magical levels coming off of something special? Nope. This one's discretionary, coming right off of this zone here. This was marked on my chart. You could go into the free Discord and see this zone, same zone from this morning. I post my charts and some analysis every morning in my free Discord. If we take a look at, just zooming out so the VWAP line gets set up. Take a look at this session. Here is the 9:30 open, so we can stay on the same page. It was kind of an indecision candle right there, and then we cracked right down to this low. I just was not quick enough on the draw to buy down here and sell up here, but that's exactly what I was thinking. I probably wasn't going to buy just at a sweep of these lows. We came down to this so aggressively, but as we broke, I was looking for buys down in this area. I think I actually caught some of it down here. Yes, that was first move. Tried it once, coming into, where's 10 a.m. news? Sorry, let me get my trading straight. Yeah, there we go, 10 a.m. news. So tried it once right before 10 a.m. news, somewhere down here, took a small loss. Got long again from somewhere down in this area. I think the think the 78 or the 88 level. Held it all the way back up to VWAP. It was a risky move, right? I'm pressing a combine. I'm holding through red folder news. This could just have easily pushed down. Cheap trade, though. I like the way Dow moves that way. You get to the extremes, it gives you a way to enter. If we're going to crack those lows, I do think we were headed lower. So held that one back up to VWAP. And then I had a couple of trades to the downside and upside, bouncing back in between here. Really just coming off of the lows of this move and this VWAP line here. I really didn't have too much direction outside of looking at this to the downside. After we pulled up, put these high wicks in and then started to come back down. I was taking sells down towards on this, and then I took a couple back up towards it. The last trade was as we failed to move lower here, which really looked like we wanted to. Pulled this type of move. I had a trade long back up to VWAP. That was the last move that pushed this one over the edge. $1,500 in profit in the 50K combine. Now we are looking really choppy, man, right? We're failing to get above these highs right here. We're selling off again here on the 5-minute, back down to VWAP. Choppy consolidating moves. You know, Dow's a wild ride. I catch some of this stuff early in the morning because it's going to play out quickly, right? You know, if I'm looking at this as a bullish move, maybe we're going to crack to the upside. You know, I'm buying on the way back up here. It's going to play out pretty quickly in the morning. As we get further and further into the day, into the afternoon, we start to get more and more of this chop. But I'm going to see if we get something that sets up. I'm going to switch to another combine or a set of combines in a minute, and we'll see if we can't find some trades. But I'll talk about that first, kind of where I've been at with my journey with TopStep this year. If you guys aren't aware, starting from the beginning, I moved from Forex to futures this year. I was trading Forex live accounts, was doing well with that, wanted to transition into prop accounts, loved the idea of limiting downside risk and leveraging other people's money, even though I was fortunate enough to have what I would consider fairly large size live accounts with Forex brokers. Started that journey with Forex and got burned time and time again with companies just not paying out, changing rules, absolutely going by the wayside, my Forex funds, like that one. So came to futures this year, started getting comfortable, got in with TopStep. I think I have to actually go back and look. I said that a couple times. I think it's May or April that I really first started just testing with 50K combines. I think I tested with one or two 150K combines, but getting comfortable on a different platform. First, it was TradeOvate integrated with TradingView, then TopstepX. So just a lot of back and forth kind of switching around. Got comfortable, made it a goal to get funded with the 50K combines. Got funded with one, made it a goal to continue to trade the combines, get funded with multiple. I got to a point where I was funded with 5 50K XFAs and additional 50K combines passed on backup. And that's still where I'm at now. Started trading the XFAs fairly conservatively. My intent wasn't to trade them aggressively, not to lose them, not to put up huge numbers, but just to demonstrate that you are able to take it somewhat slow on the front end. You can start trading these things slow, and work your way towards everybody's goal, payouts. Now that I've gotten more confident with TopstepX platform, with futures, the whole deal, along with put myself in a position where now I have multiple 50Ks on backup, as you can see another one passed here, along with the desire to move into the 150K accounts eventually. As I'm looking at the sell-off here, man, as I got into the 50K combines and the 50K XFAs, TopStep removed the daily loss limit, which allows for even more flexibility once you do move into the XFAs. All of my XFAs right now have daily loss limits. I've got 2 ones that won't in the future once I lose 2 of the current ones that I have. And along with that, looking for the long term, I'd like to have more risk capital, right? The 50Ks present a really, really nice profit to drawdown target and a nice price point. The 150K from TopStep and the larger accounts from most prop firms obviously give you more risk capital to work with. More purchasing power, which I'm not really worried about, but a really larger, bigger buffer starting out. And along with that, with no daily loss limit, a lot of flexibility if you do start to scale up and move up the ladder with profit to be able to come up and down. So for all those reasons, I'm going to start trading my 50K XFAs more aggressively, accepting the risk of loss on the way to payouts, having multiple on backup as far as past combines go, and the desire to start trading 150K combines once I get through the additional couple 50K combines that I still have that have just been rebilling. I think it's important to talk about this stuff. Why am I droning on about it and just putting this on my live? I think it's important to build realistic expectations for most guys through this type of transparency. If I was just trading an XFA conservatively, I would have a much different, one XFA, for example, I'd have a much different expectation than if I was trading 5 150Ks very aggressively, fully accepting the risk that I'm going to lose full packs of 5 on the way to larger payouts. And this is what, one of the reasons I posted, that's what goes on behind the scenes a lot of times. There's nothing wrong with that. And it takes money to make money in trading and anywhere else. And whether you're working with prop firms or anywhere else, you can't expect the same returns if you start with one 50K combine and you trade it conservatively with the intent to hold on to it. You shouldn't expect the same returns as somebody that's willing to rotate through multiple 150Ks and make that initial investment. I don't think there's a wrong or right way to do it. I would say starting small on the front end is an obvious, smart choice, right? You don't want to just go into 150K combines, copy trading packs of 5 of them if you haven't proven yourself, maybe even on demo first before combines, and then maybe with one combine at a time, starting slow and scaling your way up. But when you hop on Twitter, you hop on Instagram, you hop on YouTube, you look at the leaderboards, what's going on behind the scenes on a lot of those large numbers is the loss of combines and resets and XFAs rotating in and out. There's a handful of guys, a lot of them, especially the guys on TopStep, that talk about this. They talk about losing all 5 of the XFAs that they're trading, starting fresh combines, starting new XFAs. You got guys like Rips that talk about having 20 or 25 on backup, like past combines ready to go. What's the reason for that? Well, we're going to push the XFAs really aggressively, knowing that on the way to those big numbers, green numbers, we're going to have big red numbers and we're going to lose them. And you might be comfortable with that type of investment up front into buying these combines and resets and XFA activation fees. Important to talk about, important to acknowledge. If I just hopped on here and, behind the scenes, I had lost dozens and dozens of 150K XFAs, and then I post, one huge profit number, it doesn't really do you a service to show, kind of what it took to get there. So I'm going to talk about my trading as I go, kind of tell you where I'm at with XFAs, that type of stuff, the way that I'm trading them, the style that I'm trading them, and hopefully that can help build some realistic expectations. Maybe just kind of show you what I'm doing, not as financial advice or a suggestion or recommendation to do anything, but just see how that works out, if nothing else. So that's the full scope. Another combine pass, 5 50K XFAs that I'm trading. I've got a couple 50K combines that I got to push to pass or fail, which I will do really aggressively this month. I'm going to start trading the 50K XFAs much more aggressively coming up, and eventually look to rotate down the road into the 150Ks. I'm going to test that out, see how it goes, right? Not sure exactly how I'm going to like those right off the bat. Just different feel, different risk structure for each one. But that's the goal, right? Small stuff first. First, let's just test. Like, forget about funded or payouts or anything. Let's just put small amounts of money on the line, buy these $19, $20 combines, let them reset all over the place. Just get comfortable with the platform. Then I want to get funded, okay? So let's start working towards that. Then maybe your goal is I want to start trading the XFA. For me, it was I'm just going to keep doing that over and over and over again, put myself in a position where I have multiple accounts, and then start trading them conservatively, one at a time, individually, not looking to, run them into profit or do anything crazy. Just start to trade them into profit, look towards a payout. Once you start to get your footing there, you might say, you know what? Now I want to scale up a little bit. I have a significant amount of money to allot to trading. And if I was in a live account, I would have $100,000 in a live account. And I'm comfortable investing a few $1,000s into prop accounts. Whatever that number is, 1,000, 10,000, 100. going to be different. Maybe not 100. I don't think you can get by with 100 with a $150 activation fee and a $50 combine. So 200. But no wrong way to do it. But I think that's the natural progression for most guys. Kind of start to scale that way. So that's where I'm at with everything. You guys could take that as you will. Decide if that's useful information or not. But I appreciate you guys hopping on. That was a long spiel, but I wanted to put that on YouTube. This way I could suggest anybody goes and takes a look at it, because what's coming up next is payouts and lost XFAs. On the way to larger and more rapid payouts down the road. Of course, up front it's still get to a payout, right? That's still on the board. I'm going to throw up a trading view chart right here. I'm going to hop into another 50K combine. Just going to do it over here and then pull it over for you guys. So that bad boy is passed. Yeah, I actually have a couple. I'm going to copy trade 2 of these bad boys because I have 2 that rebuild at the same time. And I don't want to let these rebuild. I'd rather just pass or fail, and that's it. You know what? I'll just pull up one for now, and I won't waste time. Boom. Back in action here. We got a little dump going on from Dow here. We got some volatility, guys. Coming down to another level here. Coming down to these lows. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. What direction do I have from this price action? Feel free to chime in the chat. We got a completely flat VWAP or a very slightly drifting up and down VWAP. Bearish at the open. Bullish to push back up. Coming back down. Pushing back up. Coming back down. I have no real direction here. The only trade I see is a buy, a cheap buy from down here, looking long back up towards VWAP, which I may hop into if we come a little bit lower, maybe even if we sweep these lows. Do I think now at 12:52 p.m. Eastern that we're going to decide for the day that we're going to rip lower? Not really. Not really. But again, I don't have a lot of direction with this thing. This has been very big back and forth movement. So only thing I could see so far is a cheap long. Really buying into some selling pressure though. So we'll see. I'm not ready for it here. I'd want to see us get real close to these lows, if not crack right below it. Kind of pull a move like this. Short, I was actually waiting for this to get swiped. But maybe we come a little bit closer. I'd like that. 60 point, 70 point stop loss. I'd probably run something pretty wide. Look to enter maybe if we start to hesitate down there, or just super aggressively as we come into it, and play towards that VWAP line. I think even if we are going to move lower, Dow loves to pull these big back and forth movements. That's a reasonable target to hit. Right back up into the middle of that range. And if I'm wrong pretty quick. We crack this low. We head all the way down here. I do think we're likely to head lower. I'd be looking short at that point. Maybe breaks and retests of these lows of this area before continuation lower. But we could take a look at NASDAQ looking weak as well. ES looking very weak as well after this choppy morning. Oh, yeah. We got some movement from NQ. Again, though, look at NQ, right? What do we got going on here, guys? Is this really clear movement to the upside? No, not really clear movement to the downside. It's kind of sideways, right? This is kind of what we're looking at. So as we come down into the lows that we have come down into multiple times before, here and here and here, am I looking to sell into that breakout of this big range here? No, not really. I'm either going to sit patient or I'm going to look for a cheap long, down low, or a cheap short back up into the range. It's not my favorite type of trade. You don't see me take it often. The way that I like to pull things on Dow is I like some direction. Maybe I say, hey, we are selling off today. We're selling off into pre-market. We're selling off on the day. We're cracking below all these lows. We pull all the way back up. I'm looking to fade the short-term trend, which is the move to the upside, in the direction of the longer-term trend. So I'm going to look short bias, and I'm going to look to aggressively enter, somewhere way up here to push to the downside. This, the only thing I see is the cheap long. And I've taken this trade a lot of times today. I've already pulled this move a couple times over here, and then back up to VWAP and, coming off of VWAP. So there's a nice little bounce right off the bat. Let's see what we get. Maybe we get a little bit more structure. We get something like that. We're looking to enter long, stop loss just below all the lows. Again, back up to VWAP, I think, is a pretty safe target. That's looking pretty weak, though. So we will take a look. I wanted to show you guys one more thing on Bookmap, man. Had a really, really, really good example of utilizing Bookmap just at about right before I hopped on here, really. I'll show you guys that in just a minute. Decided to trade 1 micro on ES for now. We'll see how it goes. Nice, man. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Let's go 100%. $50 for now. Great. I think we sweep the lows and come back up to the swing on bearish. Come back up to the swing. What swing are we talking about? So sweep this lows, come back up to VWAP or something like that. Let me know, Mark. I'm looking at this. Really what would have got me in right now, like really aggressively, we did crack this low. If we cracked this session low, like just pulled that BS Dow wiki move, take everybody out, and then started to pull right back up, I'd be long. That's my thought. Off of this move, you can. And you can see how getting long right down at this zone would have played out so far. One contract, you'd be $250, $300 in profit. So that would have paid. Now we pull this move and come all the way back up to VWAP. I'm probably looking short somewhere up here. Yeah, I'm going to look for short off VWAP. That's pretty much all I got. Not as, I don't know about that. Sorry, guys. That's not great risk structure. So I don't know that I'm going to look short off VWAP. Like something like this off of VWAP would have been a lot better. Stop loss just above these. That's not a good risk structure. Only thing I got to work with today on Dow after that type of slice is really down at the extremes or up at the extremes. Clear way to invalidate the trade. Anything in between here is kind of no man's land. But I'm going to see what happens here. This feels like the pullback to VWAP. We crack lower with force. I'm keeping myself out of a buy as we're coming down. But let me give this a little bit of time, hang out with you guys. Yes, the VWAP. Gotcha. Let me show you this on Bookmap, though, while we're hanging out. Kind of how I utilize Bookmap. A level I started watching, and the trade really playing out super duper clearly. Just want to make sure I'm looking at the right thing. Yeah. So check this level out right here, right? We see price coming back up to this level past the initial highs of the morning, near the highs of the session here, put in right about 10 o'clock, 10:10. You have this price area right here, right at 425, right about 425, right here, right? Take a look at Bookmap, what Bookmap was showing at that time. This is, again, 1222. Price level right around that 23, 24, 25 level. Forgetting about all of this kind of just algorithmic liquidity that doesn't really help out too much, the stuff that tracks price, this is what I look for. Really, really clear standout levels on Bookmap showing a big stack of orders on the book. If I scroll back, you could actually see it on the DOM. Big stack of orders at that level. Price is coming up into it, right? We are looking rangy for the day. I'm not anticipating a huge break above this. Take a look at where Dow turned on a dime. After filling those orders, acted as resistance and absolutely turned on a dime. Does this always happen? No. In a really strong bullish trend breaking out to the upside, I'm actually starting to look for the opposite to happen. I'm looking for these orders to be absorbed and price to continue moving in that direction, for these to really act like fuel to the fire. In this situation where we're approaching highs of the session, I'm looking to get short. Maybe I see this level and I say, I'm not waiting for a sweep above those highs a second time. We got liquidity down here. I think we're likely to crack up into that, fill those orders, a lot of volume be traded, and movement come to the downside, right? Interesting. Good example. Saw that as I hopped on. Again, this is a little bit tough to read with this kind of algorithmic liquidity. They have something called Trader Map Pro. You can see it a little bit clearer right there. I'm going to be testing that in the near future. Maybe clean some of this chart up and kind of get rid of these liquidity bands, these algos that seem to track price and just make it difficult to work with. But there's an example of utilizing Bookmap, being able to pay attention to it. And we're back down to lows. Right now, the only things I see screaming at me is right around the 156 level, which is right down around the lows as we're coming up into it. We're coming down into it. We got some orders sitting right here. This will be interesting to see. This will be very interesting to see. If you guys are interested in Bookmap, full disclaimer, I'm partnered with Bookmap. You can go ahead and use the link in the description, link all over Discord, and check that out for yourself. What's up, Brendan? Book a free call to talk about my mentorship, man. You can hop in Discord. I just expanded it. I increased the time from 4 weeks to 5 weeks. I've invited everyone that's in the program to come back once a month indefinitely for as long as I'm running the program. And I'm custom tailoring the programs even more. I'm making it even more flexible based around your schedule. Along with that, I shared some awesome results. Traders getting funded with TopStep, taking multiple payouts, profitable in live accounts, ability to talk to all the guys that I've worked with and get their word, not mine. You can go ahead and book a free call, 30-minute call to talk about it if it's something you're interested in. It's not videos. It's not a course in that sense. It is real one-on-one mentorship, trading live every morning. And then, 1 second, guys. Live every morning and then one-on-one twice a week over the course of 5 weeks. I'm going to throw these codes in. This is my Bookmap link. Again, full disclaimer. I am a partner with Bookmap and Edgeful. Important to note that. I'm on TopStep TV all the time, but I don't think technically that I would qualify as being affiliated or partnered with them, but I'm definitely biased. So important to note that. That's the transparency there. But yeah, Bookmap's awesome. Edgeful's awesome. I can show you guys Edgeful in a little bit. I talk about that a lot on here, but wanted to give that example for Bookmap. Again, if you guys are interested, free Discord. I'm going to throw it on here. All the links, all the information, live trading, analysis, ability to work with me one-on-one, ask me questions, the whole deal. Discord. It's a standalone free community. You don't have to buy anything. You could jump in there right after this. You could ask me detailed questions. You could see my charts from this morning. You get news updates. Badass community of almost 1,300 traders. Guys showing how they're passing combines, sharing charts, showing how they're blowing up XFAs. The good, the bad, but real. Right? Real Deal Futures, Real Deal Zach. That's the handle on Twitter and Instagram, and here on Instagram, here on YouTube. That's the goal. Why aren't you affiliated with TopStep? They don't have an open affiliation program like that, where you just sign up and get a coupon code. They used to, and they nixed that. They made it a partnership style program. And right now, they don't have anybody with codes. Even the main guys that you see on there, I'm sure some of them are on the payroll, right? Like they're coaches that trade there full time, that type of stuff. But there's no 20% off of all the combines like they used to have. There's no codes in general, actually. So hasn't been a discount code for TopStep in a while. I think the chat ruined it. The live chat ruined it with MP. Seemed to get frustrated a couple times. Looking at Bookmap. Yeah, we came down into that liquidity, had quite a bit filled, and watching to see what happens down around these lows. Daniel Inskeep just got affiliated with them. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they're classifying affiliated. Maybe that you would say I'm already an affiliate and a partner because I'm on Top Step TV. I'm going to be back on Top Step TV next Friday doing the reversal challenge. I work with them to some degree that way, but like as far as having a code or a discount or something to gain from other people using it, I don't have that. And I don't know that anybody does, again, because I don't know anybody that works with them or that's on the show or that type of stuff has like a link or something specific that they would be promoting. So that type of deal. Really? Somebody has a code. What does that code offer, my brother? I'm interested to hear because it'll be news to me. It's exclamation point top step. Yeah, and what does that do? I'm curious. Oh. Let's check out who we're talking about. Yeah, I don't know who this person is either. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I just clicked on his link. I see his stuff. I see that he's got he has a website with a Top Step link in it, but I again, I don't know anything about it. But you let me know, man. He receives commissions off of it, affiliate commissions. Please don't lie. Why about what, brother? That I'm affiliated with Top Step and that I make commissions off of Top Step? I would give you a link. I'd be happy to be affiliated with Top Step. Again, like, let me be clear about it. They had a former affiliation, very simple, where everybody signs up and everybody had a link and it provided like 20% off for new members. It was great. Outside of that, they don't have that anymore. They sent an email. They said affiliation thing is gone. You can reapply like, this type of way. And that's it. So I'd be happy to give you a link with a code, but I don't know what I'd be lying about. I don't know. Maybe you ask Daniel Inskeep about his code and what does it offer? How does he receive affiliate commission off of it? What discount? What does it give you? I don't know. But you let me know, man. But that's long enough on the conversation. Chopping around this low, I'd like to see a crack below. I'd like to see a quick crack below. That would be pretty sweet. Let's see. Yeah, nothing crazy on Bookmap right below those lows. Got some right here, kind of where it's sitting. Be interesting if we had a big level down there. Yeah, I don't know about this one, guys. I'd like to find something on here with you. I'd like to get a trade on, but I don't know about this one. Fixing to find out though. That's not a quick bounce either, so I'm not so sure about that. Came down into the zone, really didn't bounce super aggressively here. That's kind of the reaction that I'd like to see, or really selling pressure coming right out of it. I think I'm going to be waiting on this one. We're definitely finding some support, right? We didn't just blast right through this. We kind of sold down into it and halted. But this would be really just trading this range of the day. It's not my favorite to do. I would have loved to see us really sell off. Ooh, let's see. Got some volume right there being traded on Bookmap. Would like to actually see us sell off and then get some structure to the downside. That might play. Sweep of this low, I'm not looking to get long. It may happen, but I would have liked to see that on the front end. Now we got too much data, too much candle printed, too many candles printed. But I'm going to watch this one a little bit closer. Bryce, why can't you see balance or P&L? I blocked that out for you guys. This is a combine with a neutral balance and MLL. P&L is up and running. I have no open P&L. This would be resting P&L and up P&L. But if you guys got trading questions, feel free to ask. Let me know. Let me know, man. Jordan, let me know about Top Step codes. I'd love one, man. Be helpful if I can get a discount. Be dope. For now, I'm watching Bookmap on the side. Yeah, not a whole lot, man. Not a whole lot. Yeah, finding some support down here. Yeah, I don't trust this one. Call it discretion. My discernment of price action down at this level is just not really strong. I'd like to again, I'd like to find something. I have these two. Here we go. A little bit of volume to the upside. Yeah, back and forth. Can't really decide which way it wants to go yet. I've got these two combines. I'd like to make some progress in. I have two more 50Ks that are just sitting. I'm not going to let any more of these rebill and move into the 150s eventually. People can't handle it. You don't have to trade because the candles aren't moving. Yeah, man. Yeah. No, you don't have to trade. You can just sit and watch. Again, I talked about that on the last couple lives. I'd like to get trades on. I'd like to trade live, right? By putting a whole bunch of trades on, but just hopping on for an hour and taking trades. Market doesn't really work like that, unfortunately. I wish it did, but something's got to set up. That was getting close, but I'm not going to take this either way right now. I'm going to hang out and watch and see, but I don't have something setting up right here, right now. Range day. Yeah, it's looking like it, brother. It's looking like it. Why don't you trade your funded accounts live? Typically, I'm here in the afternoon. Well, first off, I do. But right now, I'm here in the afternoon. Not a whole lot of action. Just not a whole lot to work with. So pressing combines the afternoon is pretty easy. So, but yeah, man, this is rangy, choppy. That's what we're looking like for the session, right? Here is this is going to be 9:30 open. Do we have a whole lot of direction here, guys? It's kind of just sideways, right? Kind of just like that. Till we really break above one of these highs or lows and start to move to the downside or the upside, which I don't know that we're going to get this afternoon. It's looking like a range day. Not a whole lot of direction. Some opportunity for really aggressive buys and sells. That worked out okay for me this morning. But right now, right here, buy the low, sell the high, just arbitrarily, like at the zone. On price action like this, maybe not so much. This at least is going to give you some indication to get short. This doesn't give you a lot of chance. You're really just entering aggressively with a thesis behind the trade moving in your direction. Waiting for price action, that would have been okay. That would have looked pretty damn good. Nice engulfing candle on the 5 minutes to the downside. Even if he got in down here, stop loss above. You could have went break even at VWAP, maybe considering a bounce and anticipating a bounce, and that still would have played really nicely. This one down here, do I think that we're just going to chop and then move now? I really would have liked to see this start to move already. Like, that looked pretty good. That looked like we might actually be bouncing right there. Maybe we come down and then aggressively start to move back up to the upside. This is indecision down at these lows. That's how I'm reading this. I'm going to go ahead and block a couple guys on here. It's the same not productive comments. And it's funny because I turned one setting off, which was you have to be a subscriber and the slow mode. And I just get a bunch of the bullshit as soon as I turn that back off. So I'm just not going to read those and block you guys from the channel. But anyway, Mike, back to somebody who's here actually contributing, man. Brought my first XFA back from $150 to blown back to 1,000. I feel you, dude. I feel you. -19 to -1,000. Nice, dude. You from 150 to blown back to 1,000. Damn, dude. Well done. Well done. Worked your way back out of a deep hole, man. That's awesome. It's awesome. You know, most guys won't do that. They can't handle that. They're just going to go ahead and YOLO the account. You know, that's the move. Ton of risk management involved to do that, to dig yourself out of a hole. So very well done, man. Very well done. That's awesome. That's almost better than, you know, just having if you make yourself back all the way into profit, that's almost better than actually just moving directly into profit in the first place. So, well done, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, it's the same dude. It's the same dude that hopped on and gave me a bunch of hate. He's got a whole bunch of accounts, so he'll just keep coming back in. Let's turn subscriber mode on, and you know, maybe we'll actually see if we can continue here. Yeah, not a whole lot, guys. Down at the lows, hanging out. Customization. But yeah, if you guys got trading questions, like actual stuff that you're interested in, more than happy. You want to learn about my trading, hop in the free Discord, watch me here live. I talk about my stuff nonstop. Nice. Just want to see, do we crack the lows? I'm not sure. No gamma, man. Don't use any of that. Book map, order flow, that's about the most detailed. Base hits locking it up. I got you, man. Yeah, I don't see me getting much else out of this one, guys. I really don't. I don't think I'm going to take it long from down here. I know I'm not going to take it long or short right from this zone, right? I'd be looking for something like this. Some kind of structure to the downside. Pushing down here. That's what I'd be looking for. To the upside, am I going to look for something like this? Maybe. But that's really just back into the range. I don't know that we're getting either of those. I think we're just chilling here. Base hits and locking it up. Yeah, that's the move for this type of markets, man. For sure. Shooting for the moon, shooting for the extension. You can see how that would work today. Not too well. Not too well. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys hopping on. I'm going to wrap it up here. Sorry to get distracted with the bullshit going on, but I'll just leave subscriber mode on so I don't have to read the dumbass comments. It's a shame because most of the stuff is good. Most of it's helpful. Good trading questions, all that type of stuff. But you get the trolls. That's part of it. Part of running stuff for free. So, anyway, guys, I'll wrap it up here. Have an awesome day. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing you see or hear me do is financial advice. Read the full disclaimer. Trading's risky. Most traders lose money. I'll see you guys live here again tomorrow for free on YouTube. And then Top Step TV, I'm getting back on for Power Hour next week on Friday. So I'll talk to you guys soon.